Hi everyone, welcome to the Long Beach Real Estate Market Update for June 2024, where we make sense of the market data so you can make an educated decision when it comes to buying or selling a home. The median sales price in Long Beach is $850,000, down 5% from the median sales price in May, but up 11% versus the median sales price last June. 48% of the homes sold in June sold above their listing price, while 38% sold below. Inventory or month supply is at 3.3 month supply, up 14% from 2.9 month supply in May, but up an incredible 65% versus 2 month supply last June. The median number of days on market was 13 days in June, which is up 18% from 11 days in May. This is also up 30% from last June's 10 days on market. New listings are down 26% to 220, and active listings are up 8% to 555. Versus last year, new listings are down 7% and active listings are up 44%. Closed sales took an 11% step down to 185 in June. This is down 25% from last June's 246. Interest rates continue to hover between 6.7 and 7.7%, depending on your personal financial profile and the particular loan product you choose. Have you guys seen the news lately about sellers slashing home prices? This is a great example of how headlines do more to terrify than to clarify. Here's what's really happening in the market. Bottom line is home prices are higher than they were this time last year, and they're expected to keep rising, just at a slower pace. But an article like the one from Redfin notes, price drops hit the highest level in 18 months as higher rates dampen buyer demand. While it's true a report from Realtor.com says 16% of homes sold in May sold for lower than their listing price, which is up 12% versus May of last year. But that doesn't mean that overall home prices are falling. Now the key is knowing the difference between the asking price and the sales price. Now the asking price, or what we call the list price, is what the seller hopes to receive in the sale of their home. And the reality is that a seller can't just put any price on their home and expect to get that top dollar. Today's buyers are savvy customers, and when they aren't willing to pay a premium for a home because their budgets are being busted by higher prices and higher mortgage rates, sellers need to adjust, and that's just what's happening right now. Based on market conditions and what offers the sellers are receiving, sometimes they're forced to adjust or make adjustments to their sales price. If a home isn't getting too much traffic, the seller may make a price adjustment in order to reignite interest in the home. And sometimes that's because the home was overpriced from the start. That's where you see these price reductions and these headlines about price drops. On the other hand, the final sold price is the actual amount that the seller receives from the sale of their home. Here's the most important thing to remember. The actual sold prices for homes is still on the rise, and they're expected to continue to rise over the next 5 years, but just at a much slower pace. So, while there's been an increase in the number of price reductions in some areas, this doesn't mean that the overall home prices are declining. Instead, it's a sign that home demand is moderating. And as a result, home sellers are adjusting their expectations to coincide or fit within the market. Even with more price reductions, home values are still growing on an annual basis, as they do nearly every year. According to the Federal Housing Finance Agency, home prices went up 6.6% over the last year. This map shows how prices rose just about everywhere in the country, indicating the market is not in a decline. With inventory as tight as it is today, these price moderations are more likely to continue in the upcoming months than price declines. For buyers, more realistic asking prices mean a better chance at securing a home at a fair price. It also means you can enter the market with more confidence, knowing that prices are stabilizing rather than skyrocketing. For sellers, understanding your need to adjust your asking price can lead to faster sales and fewer price negotiations. Setting a realistic asking price from the start can attract more buyers and lead to smoother transactions. Bottom line, the uptick in price reductions can seem troubling, but it's not really a cause for concern. It reflects a market adjusting to new conditions. Home prices are continuing to grow, just at a more moderate pace. If you have any questions about anything we've talked about today, or would like some data on an area outside of Long Beach, please reach out to me. I'm Brandon Pettis. See you next month.